just a little bit every day to, you know, get a little extra work outside of practice, because practice never goes fast.
Do you remember how big his hands were?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember how powerful, like if he gave you a dap, right?
He's just the biggest finger.
So funny story. I had my knuckles replaced a couple of years ago when he was still here. And, you know, I'm recovering from that out of the cast. And one of the mistakes I made in the press box one day is you give him a dap. And I thought I'd lost my entire hand. I mean, that dude was like, and one of your teammates like, no, you can't do that. You can't get a dap from him. Yeah, he was a great guy. What about Brandon Jones too? You guys have struck up a pretty tight relationship, haven't you?
Yeah, honestly, just when he got here, I think we just come off going 6 or 7. You know, the O-line probably didn't have the best year, and then that following year, you know, we just did a lot of work during the summers. Like honestly, you know, it was probably more than we should have been doing, but you know, it's what we did. It was probably an hour or two every day, but you know, it brought us closer together. You know, and how much time he spent with us really showed how much he cared for us and how much, you know, it meant for him to be out there too. You know, it's not like we were out there by ourselves.
Coach Patoon now, before that, Coach Baker. Before that, you had Steve Wilkes. Just some of the things, what were some of the things you might have taken from all three of those guys?
Yeah, Coach Wilkes, he was the first coach I had. Well, kind of Coach Walters, he was here when I first got here, but he left like so I got here. But yeah, Coach Wilkes, he was the first one to like really teach me about the game for real, like the ins and outs of defense and seeing things before it happened and things like that. So that he really like introduced me into all those things, even though I really didn't play much that first year.
So when you would break off where you were supposed to do because you were ball hawking to make an interception, how were some of those post-practice conversations?
They'd be happy that I made the play, but they'd be like, if you don't make the play, it's all bad. But a lot of the times, freshman year, I was making the play, so it really wasn't much.
It goes to what coaches talk about all the time, particularly on the defensive side. They talk about it on the offensive side, but do your job, right?
Yeah.
So elaborate on that, because the player you come in and you want to show that you can make plays and things like that. So how long did it take you to get comfortable with just staying in your lane and doing your job?
I had to do that to eventually get in the games, you know, because the first year when I was doing that, making all the plays in practice, it was like, yeah, you're making those plays in practice, but in the game, we don't, like, if you're not in the right spot, other teams don't see that on film, and they end up exposing that. So really that, after learning all that, the second year when Coach Baker came in, when I actually started to get a role on the team, he was really telling me that. He was like, you got to be in the right spots, like, and then like the plays gonna come to you. When the plays come to you, make the plays and stuff like that. So yeah.
Hey, Connor, for you, obviously this year, new offensive line for the most part. You're back, Kate is back, but other than that, you know, you're moving Curtis up. Keegan comes in. Dominic comes in from the University of Michigan. How long does it take an offensive line, 5 guys, to operate as one and get on the same page?
Honestly, it takes a little while, you know, and it was probably not until like the second or third week of fall camp till we really had a set group of 5, you know, and so, you know, those first couple games.
What do you want to eat?
You're kind of going through some hard times.
I'll go to
whatnot. Through communication, not really, you know, I've worked
taco place, but I don't.
But, you know,
I mean, you wouldn't eat it because they can't get the cheese thing right.
I think back to the saying that there's no substitute.
You tell them, ask them no cheese on 5 of them, and you still end up with cheese on all 5, on all of them.
You've seen in terms of defensive fronts and disguises and shifts.
I could get
take us through
tacos there, and then we could go over
as you see things unfold.
McDonald's will get you something with that work.
Honestly, you know, you just play so much football, you kind of see it all, and eventually, as time goes on.
I said I could go get tacos and then take you over to McDonald's and get you something. Would that work?
Yeah. We get cereals?
I don't know. You want a drink, Bubba?
Yes.
What kind? You want a Pepsi or a mango? Or
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew? I don't know if they have Mountain Dew.